Hello, God's people. This is Pastor Josh. I wanted to let you know that moving forward, I'd like to do a short video to expand upon the sermon and show people that what we're learning in church is applicable. And one of the things that we talked about on Sunday is this fact that there are false voices that are always trying to teach us things that are not true. And the most dangerous of these voices are oftentimes the ones found in the church itself. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to look at very briefly, because we don't want to spend a lot of time on it because it's nonsense. But very briefly, we're going to look at QAnon. QAnon is this group of false teachers and false prophets claiming to be Christian, oftentimes espousing all kinds of bizarre nonsense from reptilian shape-shifting aliens in the White House to the old Illuminati Rockefeller conspiracy theories. I enjoy reading this stuff because of my background in philosophy of religion. And the reason why I enjoy it is because QAnon is in and of itself its own religion. It is no longer connected to Christendom in any real way. It is absolutely, beyond a doubt, its own religious belief system with its own teachers, its own prophets, its own texts. It is a cult. And we're going to look at some of the most fascinating parts and some of their false prophecies today. Let's look at it together. So I've taken what's a very, very long video, well over an hour, and I've broken it down a little bit. And as you're watching here, you'll see the conspiracy theories coming through, everything from the resurrection of JFK Jr. to aliens coming to the earth to take over. This is just great. So here we are. We're getting into it right away. We have this Trump arrest is coming. It's going to trigger what they call the storm. And the storm is going to be this apocalyptic event, according to the QAnon supporters. They're going to argue that this is going to be like the end of the world, and then Trump is going to reign on high, a very messianic. And then you see some of the very basic Rockefeller nonsense. You're going to see a lot of the this prophecies of end times stuff. So, for example, we were told in this that the banks are going to close down. This was supposed to occur the 24th and the 25th. It is now past that date. What day is it? It is now the 28th. I gave it an extra couple days. Nothing happened. These are false prophets, obviously, false teachers, just spilling nonsense all over the place. Now they're saying that Queen Elizabeth is part of the problem. And then they have this black swan event, they call it, which I find really interesting. And then it says they have it on good authority that there will not be an election because, as we'll read in a little bit, I'm going to skirt over it pretty quickly, but they argue that Trump is still the president. The white hats are a part of the military in the United States and in the UK. They are Trump supporters. They're underneath all of the drama, and they're actually keeping Trump in office currently. Biden is not actually in office anymore. If you might have noticed, we saw their source. One of the sources was a TikTok video, which is always great. Also, to here, Trump has confirmed that Hillary Clinton was executed years ago. That is obviously a ridiculous claim, and it just really makes it fun. Full-scale war, according to Trump. And then there's going to be a lot of this secret language, but also they're going to read into everything that Trump does at a particular rally. You're going to see in a minute that when Trump puts his hand in his left pocket, or he touches his lapel, or he does whatever he does, is actually the secret information for the Trump supporters. Now, here is Queen Elizabeth. She obviously is a Satan worshiper, committing child sacrifice. We have the storm riders. We have some statistics here. They throw in a bunch of 9/11 stuff and a little bit of truth in there as well, like the Tuskegee experiments. They want you to just kind of get a little bit of information so it seems legit. Obama and Bush were working together, Bush Sr. and Bush Jr., all corrupt, obviously. And Space Force was created by Trump to combat all this nonsense. And Space Force has actually been in the process. There's some of the white hats. And they've been going through and cleaning up all the child pedophiles and killing people, including Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton was executed during the time of Trump. But everything you see with her now is just like a facsimile or a clone or something, depending on who you talk to. Which again is just incredible. Just really fun stuff. We have pandemic is falling apart. That happened, but then we have, here we go, the special forces. These are the white hats who have been trained and sanctioned by Trump to come in and bring in the new world order. They're calling it the second coming of Trump. Here are some more random notes. And boom, we are through this information. I just spared you a lot of time. You're welcome. So there you have it. Conspiracies and nonsense. We have I wrote a bunch of things down. Shutdown was supposed to happen the 24th, 25th. Never happened. And just so you know, this is the umpteenth prophecy espoused by QAnon that has not come to being, all under the guise of being a Christian movement. Trump will be arrested, did not happen. They commanded people to stockpile food during this time, and a lot of people did because they were expecting the banks to be closed. The banks were supposed to close on the 24th or the 25th at the latest. Did not happen. Lockdowns were actually a secret opportunity to round up all the pedophiles. The banks are going to close. Oh, and then I missed one of the points was when it talked about the Queen's death. You'll actually see if you go back in the video that it actually bases this upon a 666 numerology. It actually says numerology. So when anytime a Christian starts their argument with, well, based upon the numerology, you can go ahead and just ignore everything else they're going to say. The election will not happen. Space Force was created to bring in the reign of the second coming of Trump. Their sources are regularly TikTok and QAnon, who provide no sources, or the sources they provide are from Rumor Mill. It's a website that is just a website filled with rumors, and obviously not based in reality. And then finally, the collapse, it said the collapse is imminent. But if you guys noticed, we're still here. We're still kicking, and if I look around, I don't see any collapsed state of the United States. So anyway, that's it. Just want to let you know there's a little exposure to one of the many false voices that we hear in Christendom. If it's QAnon or it has to do with conspiracies, it's interesting information, but be very, very careful. If you fall down that rabbit hole, pretty soon you're going to have to include reptilian shapeshifters and Trump as the second coming of Jesus into your theology. And if you've gone that far, let's just be honest, you're no longer actually following Christianity at all. So anyway, God bless you guys. If you have any comments, leave them. If you have any questions, leave them, and I will answer them as best I can. And God bless you, and have a great day.